Hey everyone, are you feeling it? Everything seems to be getting more expensive. Remember when you could get a decent cup of coffee for under $5? Yeah, me neither. And that new phone you've been saving up for? Forget about it. The price just jumped up another $100. What's going on? 2 words, trade war.
Remember that trade war with China that everyone's been talking about? Well, it's not just headlines anymore, it's hitting us where it hurts. Our wallets. And if we don't do something about it, it's only going to get worse. We need to understand what's happening and why it matters. We need to talk about tariffs, trade wars, and what it all means for you, me, and the global economy. Stay with me because this is important. Okay, so let's break it down. What exactly are tariffs? Imagine you and your buddy, let's call him Liam, are selling lemonade. You both want to sell the most lemonade, right? So you decide to charge a little extra for Liam's lemonade when he tries to sell it in your neighborhood. That extra charge? That's a tariff. In the real world, countries use tariffs to make products from other countries more expensive. Why? Sometimes it's to protect their own businesses. Other times, it's to punish another country or try to get them to change their policies. But guess what? When we slap tariffs on goods from China, they retaliate with tariffs on our stuff. It's like a trade war and nobody wins. Except maybe the piggy banks of governments collecting all that extra cash. But what about us, the people actually buying this stuff? We're the ones stuck paying the price, literally. So, what's happened recently in this trade war? Buckle up because things have escalated quickly. In April 2025, the US slapped a hefty 34% tariff on $50 billion worth of goods from China. We're talking everything from electronics to clothing to machinery. China didn't just sit back and take it. They retaliated with their own 34% tariffs on a bunch of American goods, including soybeans, Tesla cars, and tech products. They even made it harder for some American companies to do business in China. The result? Chaos in the global markets. The stock market took a nosedive, and experts are predicting a recession. Remember the 2008 financial crisis? Yeah, this could be worse. And it's all because of this tit-for-tat tariff war. Section 4. From iPhones to sneakers, the price you pay. Okay, so enough about the boring economic stuff. Let's talk about how this trade war is affecting you directly.
Remember that new iPhone 15 Pro you've been eyeing? Yeah, get ready to shell out an extra $338 because of those tariffs.
Those cool Nike sneakers you wanted? Add another $40 to the price tag.
And it's not just gadgets and clothes. Everything from cars to food to medicine is getting more expensive. That's because so many of the things we buy every day are made in China or use parts from China.
Remember those soybeans China put a tariff on? That means farmers in the US are struggling and food prices could go up.
This trade war is hitting us where it hurts, our wallets. And for what? So politicians can play games of economic chicken with each other? It's time they started thinking about the real-world consequences of their actions. Section 5. A world on edge global impacts of the trade war. This isn't just an American problem either. This trade war is sending shockwaves through the global economy.
Countries that rely on trade with the US and China are feeling the pinch. Businesses are closing, jobs are being lost, and the future is uncertain.
The stock market crash? It's not just Wall Street feeling the pain. Stock markets around the world are plummeting. Investors are scared and they're pulling their money out.
This could lead to a global recession, and nobody knows how long it will last. This trade war is a lose-lose situation for everyone. It's time for cooler heads to prevail and find a solution that benefits everyone, not just a select few. Section 6. The future is uncertain. What happens if this continues? So, what happens if this trade war continues? The short answer is, nothing good. The global economy could spiral into a recession, costing millions of jobs and hurting families around the world. Prices for everyday goods could continue to skyrocket, making it harder for people to make ends meet. But it's not just about the economy. This trade war is also straining relations between the US and China. It's creating mistrust and hostility, making it harder to cooperate on important issues like climate change and global security. We're at a crossroads. We can choose the path of cooperation and dialogue, working together to find solutions that benefit everyone. Or we can continue down this road of confrontation and conflict, risking a future of economic uncertainty and global instability. The choice is ours. Section 7, don't stay silent. Make your voice heard. Look, we can't just sit back and let this happen. We need to make our voices heard.
Talk to your friends, family, and that weird uncle who always has an opinion on everything. Share this information because knowledge is power.
Call your representatives, send them emails, tweet at them. Let them know that you're feeling the pinch of these tariffs and that you want them to find a solution.
Use your voice and your vote to demand better from our leaders.
This trade war affects all of us. It's time we stand up and demand better for ourselves, our families, and our future. Let's make some noise and show them that we're not going to take it anymore. #US-China Trade War. #Tariff pain #make it make sense.